Hi everyone, today we're gonna see why I decided to invest in Visa. First of all, it will not be a major holding but only a small bet because there are many risks associated with this decision, but I invested in it anyways as a small position for the reasons that I'm gonna say now. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm just a normal guy who doesn't have any certified experience in investing, and what I want to do here is just to show what investing is like for a normal person. If you want to collaborate with me, or just help or have anything to say, just write me a comment or an email and I will be very happy to get in touch with you. So why have I bought Visa? First of all, it has a great moat, like Warren Buffett likes to say. In the past, it has done very well, it is a strong brand, and it is recognized almost everywhere, especially in Europe, but everywhere in the world. And it's true that Visa market share has been on a steadily decline. In 2015, Visa processed 55% of the total transactions worldwide, while only 40% in 2020. MasterCard is quite similar because it processed 26% and now in 2020 24%. On the contrary, UnionPay has climbed from 13 to 30 around. I don't know exactly the numbers because I read it on Statista and now they asked me to pay something like 500 euros, $500, and I'm not going to pay them. If you have never gone to Statista, just click on the links below and you should be able to check them. But it doesn't really matter the exact number of UnionPay. The important thing is that Visa's market shares has been on a decline, and this has been reflected on the price. Because it's not that bad, but it's not that good either. It seems like the golden age has passed and Visa will brickle apart. And that's why the price has not been trending up lately. Like in 1 year time, we are down around 6%, which is not that much, and not at all considering the past 5 years, which has had an increase of 140%, so around 1.5 times. So if you put $1,000 in 2017, now you would have around $1,500. And it's even more pronounced if we look at the 10 times year horizon, which has had an increase of 600%, so 6 times more. So if you put $1,000 in 2012, now you would have like $6,000. This security, the fact that it has almost been a straight line with no really downturns except for COVID here in 2020, it has a cost because security always has a cost, and it is in the PE ratio, so the price to earning ratio, which is around 30 for the forward and 36 for the current PE ratio. And it's high because the mean PE of the 500 biggest companies in the US is of around 25. So we are paying here in Visa $36 in order to receive $1 every year. Usually, a high PE ratio means security, like Visa. As we can see, the price has been trending up almost just up, and that's why it has a high PE ratio. Or because investors believe that they will profit a lot more in the future years. So, for example, Tesla has a PE of 93. So, investors are willing to pay $93 to see just $1 coming back, because they think that in the future they will have a lot more than just $1. And that's why I said that the price is not that good and that bad either, because I was looking at the PE. But even with the revenue, it's not really that much, because we can see here, I'm using Seeking Alpha, on the financial, in the income statement, the revenue has been going up. So like 11, 21, 24, 31, 53. So if we go on a year-over-year growth, oh, actually, sorry, this was for Tesla. Yeah, it seems a little bit too much, a 70% year-over-year growth. So as we can see before, the growth was really a lot, and that's why people, investors bought at a high PE ratio. So here in Visa is 18, 20, 22, 21. If we go on a year-over-year growth, we can see that it's around 10%, so really much different than Tesla. But if we see at the competitor like MasterCard, it is more around 20 than 10. So except for 2020, that was not really good for both of them. It is still like a constant growth. We can even look at other parameters like debts and cash. So for example, for the long-term debt, they has a constant of around 16 to 18 millions dollar. Now they have 17 millions. And at hand, they have a total cash of around 16 billions. So if they want, they could actually pay almost all of their debt. Not everything like some other companies like Microsoft or Domino's Pizza, but still, I mean, they receive 13 billions of net income every year. So they shouldn't have any trouble with interest rates going up and the problem of the increased cost of debt. So the reason why they keep this high amount of debt and still this much amount of cash is probably because it's just better, it's cheaper to reinvest in themselves than to pay off the debt. And even if the cost of the debt climbs up, they should be able to pay. So even the balance sheet is not that great, but it's not that bad either. It's a normal. But you know what? I don't really give that much weight about all these evaluations and metrics that has been created. Certainly, I check them, but these are not the reasons for me to decide where to put my money. I just use them to comprehend and have a better comprehension of the business that I'm going to invest. But my way of investing is, I think, different than most of the investors out there. My way of investing is to help the growth of projects I believe in. And what I like about Visa is that it's heading towards crypto. Tell me a debit card with crypto cashback that does not have Visa written in it. I dare you. I mean, most of the debit cards that I've seen has Visa with it, has made a partnership with Visa. And I'm talking about Crypto.com, Coinbase, BlockFi, Wirex, Nextdoor, SoFi, Swipe, Gemini, all of them has Visa. I actually managed to find one that does not have Visa, and it is BitPay. Also, Visa seems to believe in crypto long term because they want to teach small and medium businesses to adopt crypto. And actually, the CEO of Lightning Labs, Elizabeth Stark, claims that Bitcoin may have the potential to take over Visa. Bitcoin may surpass Visa in transaction processing power. But for this to happen, Lightning Network adoption will also have to increase. Actually, I have no idea of what Lightning Network was prior to this article, but I mean, it's really a great thing. I mean, we can have off-chain transactions, and we can actually do them without paying any kind of fees. And if this is real, because obviously I have to have a more deeper research on the trilemma about security, scalability, and fees, because it's very difficult to have all of these three. But if this is really a secure way of sending money in a cheaper way, then Bitcoin could actually become a way of exchanging money and not just be a financial tool as it is now. Also, the CEO of Visa, this guy here, buys and believes in NFTs. And actually, he buys about the Black Crypto Art collection. I have no idea of what is this, and I don't really care. But I mean, it seems a bit like investing in his own rival. And I think that there is no better choice because Bitcoin and blockchain is a disruptive technology. And when a disruptive technology appears, you can either assimilate it or succumb to it. And the CEO seems willingly not to only incorporate it, but even help its growth. And a great company like Visa that heads towards crypto is always a good thing for me. And I actually want to share a pearl that I will never forget. During the gold rush, there were just a few miners that became rich because they found some gold. And you could not tell them apart prior to finding the gold and being successful. And there were many others that died poor due to not luck or being late. However, there were some guys that became rich without mining a single ore, and you could have bet on them. The guys I'm talking about are the shovel and pickaxes producers as well as sellers, because their income was not related to luck at all. It didn't matter if the miner actually found the gold or not, they would still need to buy the axe, the pickaxe, the shovel in order to risk. So it's good to keep looking for gold, and I'm doing it myself, that in modern age is like the new crypto that will rocket to the moon. But I think it's also wise to help the modern shovel vendor grow. It won't be as good as finding gold, obviously, But I think it would be much more predictable and easy, since there are less competitors in this space. Visa is the guy that can bring together people who pay and people who receive crypto. It doesn't need to pay a cent for electricity and already has a wide range of both customers and users. For electricity, I mean mining electricity. And it is already implementing strategies to get people accustomed to crypto, as we saw in these articles. I know that this is against crypto ideology, and a middleman like Visa should have never existed in Satoshi Nakamoto mind, because crypto should be the money of the people, where people can exchange valuable things without the need of any middleman. But this is a blog about investing, not really about ethics. So as my final thoughts, I believe that Visa has the possibility to become the bridge between normal people who don't know about crypto, who don't even care about it, and this new technology, blockchain technology. And who knows what other ways of earning income could sprout from such an important position. They can be a consultant, they can help in many other ways that I have even no idea right now. Visa could become much richer than now, and that's all I care about in this blog. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.